Hey guys, it's that time again. You guessed it. It is Empties. So this is 3 months of Empties. I have another video that I will link in my description for you. I believe this is the 3rd or 4th one that I have done. I believe it is the 3rd one that I did. I definitely use my products. This is one of those big, huge bags with wheels. If you're interested, they have them on Amazon. I will also link a couple good ones for you. But these are great to have because they zip also. But whether you are doing yard sales, sourcing, if you're a reseller, groceries, talk about amazing. So you keep this, it folds down flat, and you keep it in the back of, this is the Natural Life one. It's not that pricey, expensive one that you know, if you know, you know. But this is perfect to have in the back of your vehicle. So when you do your grocery shopping, you could throw all the bags in, and this has wheels. Wheel it into your house. Brilliant. So without further ado, I'm going to show you without any rhyme or reason. I'm going to tell you whether I liked it, whether I didn't like it, and whether I repurchased it, and some of them I've already repurchased. All right, so the first thing is this bed head. I love this. I recently watched a show on, on Amazon Prime. It's one of those shows, those real estate shows, and the developer, which I forgot her name, but the one who started this bed head, her house was for sale on the market. I will put a picture of it right here. And it's all these really cool colors. And it was really interesting to see and listen to her son talk about, you know, the brand basically. And the whole house was in this bold theme. Really, really cool. So this is about the second product that I've tried from this brand. This I got, of course, at Marshall's. Where else? And this is Queen for a Day Thickening Spray. And that, my nail, fuzzy, sorry, they were still wet when I did them. So this was $10.99, which is kind of a splurge for me, to be honest. And it's Bedhead TIGI, Queen for a Day. I am a fan of the shine. It's like a pink, I'll put it right here. I've been buying this one for about 10 years. I used to get it from my hairdresser, and then at Walmart, and then at Marshall's, they're cheaper. They are cheaper than even Walmart Marshall's. So this thickening spray for insane volume and texture. And does it work? Yes, it does. There's a tiny, tiny bit left. But this hair is 2-day hair. I'll be washing it tonight. But you just put, oh, a little bit left. And you just zhuzh it. I don't know. You can't really tell the difference. That's because my hair is heavy right now because I used it the day before yesterday. There. Oh, goodness, that's too much. So yeah, if you have shoulder length or shorter, I would say, give this a try if you are looking for something to give some thickness. I think it looked better before now. Yeah, just it has a nice scent that reminds me of Aussie, the brand Aussie, that is also coincidentally a purple container. But yeah, so this just gives like a thick, it's thickening, and it does what it says. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would buy it again. I have a Marshall's video on the way, and they didn't have it at the Marshall's that I went to, so I will purchase it again. All right, these I have been using for at least a decade. When they came out, I started using them, and I just never stopped. And I've tried a whole bunch of different masks, very pricey masks. I love the Colleen Rothschild line. I love the smell so much. But at the end of the day, this Total Repair 5 is what you want. When I first started buying it, it was $3.99 at Walmart. I'm not sure how much they are now. I get it on Amazon now. I will have a link in the description if you're interested, but they do have them at Walmart. I feel like they doubled in price, and they look a little bit smaller, but I used all of it. It smells dreamy. I wish that was a perfume. If you're a fan of fresh scent, just a fresh, creamy, like a cashmere scent, this is what you want. And it says it has protein and almond oil, damage erase balm, and I kid you not, it says you will notice a difference in one treatment. Every time I read that, of course, we roll our eyes. I don't think I've ever used anything besides this that I saw a difference in the first use. All right, now I could just throw in the bag once I get done talking about it. So Bath & Body Works, I use these on the daily. I use them on the daily. I travel with them. I have them in my purse. Gym bag. This is Loyal to You, which is a dupe for Devotion by Dulce. What is it? I will put it right here. I forgot. But it smells just like that. Is it good? It's good. Do I like it better than other stuff I have? No, so I won't be repurchasing it. And I got this on one of their sales where it was 5 for $5 last year. I believe it was last fall. I think I paid like $1 or $2 for it. They retail for $9.95. Bath & Body Works, woo, we see you. I wish that they made these caps removable. They're not going to do that because these are cute bottles and they're pretty, and I would love to repurpose this, meaning taking off this label with some Goo Gone. It's a very pretty, like the diamond container, and I would love to refill it with a different spritz or spray, but they glue them So you could recycle it, but you can't like reuse it. You can't reuse it unless you find a way to get that glue off, but then we're talking about a project, right? All right, so next is a whole bunch of supplements, guys. Digestive enzymes. I use digestive enzymes because sometimes I find myself gluten intolerant and I feel that I am less inflamed if when I have gluten, I take one of these digestive enzymes with it. I definitely notice the difference. And this is just on Amazon. And it's basically as you get older, how the doctor explained it to me, as you get older, your body loses enzymes, excuse me. Your body is depleted with enzymes as you get older in age. So whether you could get a prescription from your doctor. I just got this off Amazon. But digestive enzymes digest the 5 hard foods and helps your body digest foods within hours. So when you get 100, and yeah, it's a lot of pectin, ginger, apple, papaya, fennel, turmeric, peppermint, and that is that. All right, I go through these a lot. I don't think I've ever talked to you about them. But I have spinal stenosis, just like my mom, my grandmother, my aunts, and I don't want to go on a patch. I won't say what patch, but if you know, you know. And they are on that patch. My family, I won't go on that patch. So I use this instead. I get them off of Amazon. There's usually a waiting list. Made in Russia. They're fire, and they are fire. So one big pad. I'll insert right here a picture of what they look like. I don't remember how much they were. It's one strip. You get like a pack of 5, and I cut the strip into 6. And I use it on my back, on my spine, where I have insane pain on the daily. And it works. It works as long as it's there, but it is hot. It's like a hot patch. And it doesn't work like icy hot or all those other ones that kind of like, it's not menthol. It's not menthol. However, there is a little bit of menthol. But what it really is chili pepper. Can we see the ingredients? Can we see the ingredients? I hope that's coming off readable. But I will have the link in my description if you just want to give them a go. They are reasonably priced. And if you have back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, don't use the whole thing because I feel like your leg would catch on fire or your back. They are hot. But they're not so hot you're going to burn yourself. Unless you lay on your heating pad forgetting you have it, and we're just not going to talk about that. And then you go to sleep with it on. But yes, no heating pads involved. Put this on, and it gives you enough heat where you feel that really warm sensation, and feeling that warm sensation supersedes and takes the other pain that is antagonizing away. Very much of a fan, and I've used them for the past decade since I've been diagnosed with spinal stenosis. Okay, lotions. I'm trying to do like a project pan with all my body lotions. I've been buying body lotions for probably since I started my channel 2 years ago. And I got so many of them because I was trying to do like reviews and talk about them. And now I'm like, okay, I'm not buying any more. I am itching for another Bath & Body Works order because I know a new scent that came out that is supposed to be a dupe for Clinique Happy. Where's my 90s girls? I love Clinique Happy. I like that perfume. I have it myself, and I was just curious about the dupe, and I would like to get the body lotion. These body lotions for Bath & Body Works, how much do they retail for? I know they've gone up. They retail for $16.95. I get them when they're on sale. It used to be $4.33, but I believe now their semi-annual sales are $5.95, which is still pretty good. I mean, that's cheaper than Walmart. So yeah, I get it again. Probably not because there's still so many other scents that I want to try. Right now, I'm going through Chocolate Amber, and I'm almost done with Chocolate Amber in another 3 days. So my next empties, I'll definitely have that one. And that one I will repurchase, but they brought it back and they took it away already. So I will repurchase it again when they bring it back again. I think they bring it back once every couple years or so, but it is a good one, Chocolate Amber. And what I like about these body creams, not body lotions. The body lotions, they look like that. They're thin, they're runny, they don't moisturize like a big, thick, hardy cream. And this cream does spread easily. I know a lot of people prefer lotions because who wants to get out of the shower and just be constantly working and getting it in there. But I think as we age, that's what we need, guys. I always try to be very intentional. I moisturize twice a day, like religiously. And it didn't just happen. I have to like be intentional. Like I'm going to shower. I'm going to make a whole romanticize my shower providing I have a half hour, because it really doesn't take hours and hours. And I moisturize afterwards. You're supposed to moisturize on slightly damp skin. So after the shower is perfect. All right, this spray is a dupe for that Tower 28 one. I'll put it right here, and I think it's like $28. But this one I think was 15 or 16, and it's an antibacterial spray if you struggle with acne, if you don't want to get acne, germs, if you're going to be, I sprayed it before I went to a concert last week on my face where I'm going to be breathing, and when we got home after I washed my face. I love this stuff so much, and it's just an antibacterial acid, 14%. And it's the same ingredient that is in the Tower 28. But Tower 28 at Sephora is like a little 3 ounce for like, I don't know, $28 or something. And this was, you're getting twice the amount for cheaper than the small 3 ounce container. I hope I said that right. So I'm a fan of this. Again, do you need it? No. But if you struggle with either hormonal acne, cystic acne, if you're a picker, I know a lot of people, I'm not, I'm just showing you. A lot of people, but I sure do bruise easily. Anemic, I think that's what it is. But yeah, a lot of people have pick. I forgot there's a name for it. But yeah, if you are a picker, you want to spray this too so nothing gets infected, or you just want to have this, and it's clinically tested for sensitive skin, and it's clear, there's no odor. I spray my face before I put my makeup and before bed. Okay, and I've already bought a new one. Moving right along, BPC 157. This is for inflammation. This is a peptide, and it's just for inflammation. If I don't take this, I feel it. If I don't take this, I've got to reach for a meloxicam or an Advil or an Aleve, and I'd much rather have a supplement to take away my inflammation than a NSAID, if that makes sense. So this is just something that I've been using. I watched a video on it. If you want to know more about it, I would say watch a video on it, a detailed video on it. Okay, moving right along with more supplements are these mushroom gummies. I have these in every single Empties because I take 2 every single day. It's almost like a treat. And you know, they say mushrooms are really good for you. Do I notice a difference? Probably not, but I am a fan of the taste. All right. Biorje, this is a tried and true classic. I remember this when I was a teenager. I love these. I don't go to bed with makeup on my face. I don't go to bed without washing my face. And after I wash my face, I do use Retin-A. All right, a little tiny little Herbal Essence. Gosh, comment below if you know what this smells like, because I just look at this bottle and I'm taken back to the 90s of this scent. This scent is amazing. I don't find that it does a particularly good of hydrating and moisturizing my hair, but the smell is good enough for me to buy this little travel one, and I look forward to when we go on vacations. I pick up these at Walmart so I could have them on vacation. That's a little dopamine hit right there. The smell is amazing. I actually have a perfume dupe that I purchased on eBay that smells identical. If you are a fan, it's only the pink one. It's only the pink one that has that. What is that? Like, what is that smell? It smells amazing. And so what I used to use this for in high school, like way, way back in the day, over 30 years ago, 35 years ago, is I would take a little bit and then I would rub it in my hand and I just kind of put it in my hair for the scent factor. Oh, I love it so much. All right, next is turmeric, another supplement. I've been taking this for about 2 or 3 years as well. Turmeric, ginger, all those good things for inflammation. Again, does it work as good as that B157? Absolutely not. But I know it's also for inflammation, and it's really good for just cleansing you. So that is why I take it. Below if anybody else takes curcumin or turmeric, because I know men are a fan of this as well. All right, next, I did a full-length video on this already, and I used it all up. If you like a cocoa butter scent, you would love this. And yes, I would repurchase this. This has a cult following. I believe they have body oil. They have a whole line out right now, but I've only tried this tub. Does it look familiar? It reminds me of the Boom Boom Cream. It's a 9. It's not a 10. It moisturizes really well. It smells really well. But what would give a lotion a 10 is when you're rubbing it in, it does actually absorb, and it does what it needs to do. It doesn't just sit on your skin. So one day when I finished it last month, I put it on my body, got out of the shower. I was heading to physical therapy, and when I pulled my pant up, they were working on my legs, and when I pulled my pant up, I noticed that the lotion or the body cream was so rich and emollient that it had dissolved. It didn't absorb into my skin. It didn't fully absorb into my skin, and it was kind of embarrassing because I had pulled my, joggers up for them to work on my calves, and all you could see is like this massive load of white cream all over the inside of my pants. It was gross and embarrassing. It was that lotion. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And then the same goes for this lotion. This was at Walmart. Again, this cute little container. Originally, Boom Boom Cream, they are the OG of this container, and now everyone copied it. This looks a little bit smaller. I don't know if this is like an ounce smaller, but this was supposed to be a dupe for the Boom Boom Cream. It's not a dupe. The smell isn't a dupe. The texture, a little bit, but I liked this, but I didn't love it. I wouldn't tell you to go out and get it. The smell is good, but it's not great. And the same issue like the cocoa butter, it takes forever to actually just work it into your skin and absorb. Moving along with lotions. I do have a backup, but I have the latest set that Trader Joe's came out. And this is coconut body butter, very rich. And I happen to prefer these containers than those. I know those are popular, but look at this. It opens like that. Again, these are $4.99 at Trader Joe's. I have the candy cane one that I'm trying to work through right now. Is that on my lotion? I was trying to get all the lotion. Nope, one more. This is the Beekman 1802 Pure Goat Milk Foot Balm. I wouldn't purchase it again because I'm using another one that I like better. But, I mean, it's a foot cream. You put it on before bed, you put your socks on, and yeah, that's it. All right, I would love to purchase this again, but I don't think this was a limited edition scent. Strawberry Frosted conditioner by Native, and it was part of that donut line. Native collab, Native and Dunkin' donuts, guys. And this is the scent of paraben free, sulfate free, and silicone free. I have the chocolate one that I'm working through right now, as a matter of fact. And it tells all the ingredients. Packaging is nice. It is really pretty. And when they first came out, I think they were $9.99. I think they jumped up to $12.99 because, everybody talking about it. It smells heavenly. It smells so good, and it smells as good, I would say, as good. Not better, not worse. It smells as good as that Herbal Essence. I think this would also make a nice detangler spray, or just like a little bit on the ends of your skin, the ends of your hair, to have that really nice strawberry frosted donut. Really, really good. All right, Lumi is in every single of my videos too, because it's the only thing I use. And the ones that are solid are the best. Everybody says that too. I started watching, I don't really watch as many hygiene videos that I used to watch. I love Empties. That's how we learn, right? By watching Empties. And there was a lot of people saying that the one that comes in the toothpaste container is trash, and it actually does the opposite of making you smell good. It actually makes you smell like sour, and it's true. It's true. I got a big lot of these. These are $14.99, which I feel like is a lot for a deodorant. I used all of it because $14.99. After it's done, I actually dig this out, and then I take a Q-tip and really dig every little last bit, because for $14.99, and I already have 2 backups. And I've tried all the scents. The soft baby powder happens to be my favorite, but if you're not a fan of baby powder, of course you're not going to like it. But if you are a fan of Johnson's baby powder, you will love this scent. And it is one of the only deodorants that my body didn't just need to get used to. Like, I switched over from antiperspirant to this natural deodorant, and usually they say natural deodorants are, you might as well not wear anything at all. But from day one, the solid, keep in mind the solid. I've tried the cream, and I've also tried the one that you push up and like the liquid comes out, the spray. I've tried all of them. Solid is what you want. All right, collagen. Middle age, we take collagen. Some people prefer their protein shake with collagen. I'm too lazy for that, to be honest. I'm not going to be making homemade shakes. I do take a morning shake, but it's the, oh goodness, muscle milk. I believe it's muscle milk. It's kind of you just open and drink. So collagen is very important, and that's something else about bruising. If you bruise easily, you either have low iron, but if your skin starts breaking, like I have a ferret, and the ferret, if her little nails, or a cat, scratches and it rips open the skin, your skin loses collagen after, I think, age 35, I believe. And in your 50s, your skin just turns like paper. Like, I mean, I even have to be careful, like if I'm tweezing or whatever. Anything takes longer to heal as you get older. I think it's a rude awakening. It's like How rude. It really is. So this is collagen, and this is the #1 supplement that I feel when I don't take it, I am hangnails. A scratch turns into a big sore where I need Neosporin. And so I actually never want to be out of this. And I think if I had to stack it against those other two, it would be pretty close. Nothing works as good. I would give this up before the inflammation one, for sure. I need the B157. But second is this. And like I said, the mushrooms, and what else did I show you already? I showed you a few more. This is one of my top. And again, this is linked in my description. If you don't already take collagen and you have a hard time with like scratches, scabs, whatever, taking a long time to heal, then I would say give collagen a try. Granted, I took it for 3 months before I noticed, oh, you know, I'm not getting as many scratches, you know, from my fur babies. You know, the skin's feeling a little thicker. My hair, my nails are growing a little more. Collagen has a plethora of, you know, the goods. So it is bovine bone collagen, chicken broth collagen, fish collagen, eggshell membrane, and black pepper fruit. It's a good one. And it's called Dr. Emile. So good. Linked in my description, guys. I have another scent, and no, I wouldn't repurchase. This was an impulse buy. I mean, there's a lot of impulse buys here, I think, with all of us. I believe they call it the lipstick effect, and it has to do with the economy. When you are feeling a little something always cheers you up. You know what? Now that I'm smelling it, it smells really good. It smells very fresh. And normally, oh, you know what? There's a little bit left. Let me see. Okay, a little bit. It smells very fresh. I don't know. But anyways, it is gingham, and I believe they have a whole line. And I think this is just the original, but I watched a video of it was a young girl. To be fair, it was a young girl. It wasn't a 50-year-old. It was a young girl. Like when I say young, 20, 21, going off about how good this smelled and how it was life-changing. And we got to stop using the word life-changing. I say it, I'm not going to say that about, I'll say that if I really, really mean it. Like the inflammation thing, yes. But nothing else. I mean, what's the definition of life-changing? I guess it needs to make you feel a certain way. Iron pills. I've been taking iron. The first time I fainted, I was in Kmart. Does anybody remember Kmart? I was shopping with my mom, and I was 12 or 13, and I fainted. I was on my way to the bathroom. I fainted, and I remember an ambulance came and whatnot, and they're like, tested me, and they said, oh, you have low iron. How come you're not taking iron? They tell us to take iron if we're anemic. The pill form side effects are constipation. Yes, constipation. And nobody wants that. So the liquid form is the absolute best. I started taking this probably about 10 years ago, and it was $9.99. I think it's $12.99 now. I have this also linked in my description if you are interested in taking this tonic. Does it have alcohol in it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But I am only taking a capful. I think you're supposed to take 3. Yeah, you're supposed to take 3 capfuls. I just take 1 cap a day because we want it to last. And this does last me. I think it might last the 2 or 3 months. I already have a backup that I've opened. So yeah, this is good. It says for children, but yet it has alcohol in it. Huh. It's 12% alcohol. Is that more than NyQuil? I don't know, but I wouldn't give it to children. And it has a lot of B vitamins. And I notice when I skip a day, I'm a little more irritable. So yes, give this a try. Moving along with lotion, and I already have a backup. I have 2 backups. Nivea, when did Nivea come out? They said Marilyn Monroe and Joan Collins and all of the great movie stars from back in the day used to swear by this, but they put it on their face before bed. If you suffer from any acne and if you have sensitive skin, this is the last product you want to put on your face. Oh my gosh. I also have a perfume dupe that I got off Amazon, that I got off of eBay for this too. That Nivea smell. Again, if you know that smell. Just looking at the container, giving me nostalgia. I love this stuff. My mom used to use it. My grandmother used to use it. My aunts used to use it. I like it on my hands. I like this on my face. Everywhere. Not my face. I like this on my hands. Feet. Not my face. And everywhere else. It is something that you got to kind of rub in again. One of the things I didn't like about the other one. But I feel like it works so good. And what makes a body lotion or a lotion work so good is if you're putting it on before bed, you don't want to be a dry prune in the morning. And I don't care if you sleep in until 10. You want to wake up and your skin feel real still emollient and rich and moisturized. And with most body lotions, in my experience, or creams or body butters, by the time the next morning rolls around, you need to lotion up again. But not with this. This is very, very thick. I remember years ago and years ago, before I started buying it regularly, I came across a YouTube channel. This guy, James, in New York City. I don't know what happened to him because I was never subscribed. I've tried to find him numerous times. He always talked about his Hermes collection and his wealthy parents and his sister. If anybody knows, leave it in the comment. I don't know. But it stayed with me. I watched one video only, and he had this, and he had the most beautiful glass skin. And this was, we're talking 10 years ago. I'm going to say more like 12 or 13 years ago. And I think he was like 25, 30. So I don't know. But I remember the video, he opened it up and he put like a big scoop and he slathered it on his face. And he said now he just lays down for an hour and lets it do its magic. So I don't know why that always stuck to me. And I remember trying it. And yes, your face was very emollient and soft. But about 2 days later, I looked out like I was, just reaching puberty. All right, Camu is the best vitamin C. There's all different kinds of vitamin C. There's different kinds of vitamin D. There's different B vitamins. Vitamin C, the Camu works the best. I went down and did a deep dive study of what vitamin C is the best, and it cost about $2 more than the others, which, I think that's fine. Linked on Amazon so we don't get sick. Vitamin C is great, and vitamin C is specifically good to take with your vitamin D each day. Those two work good together. I'm trying to learn more about combining what supplements together, because you want to combine certain ones, and then there's certain supplements you want to not combine. All right. I talk about this in all my empties too. About 5 or 6 years ago, I went to a bone specialist to get a bone scan done when I was 50. And they say wait till 55, at least that's what my doctor said. But I was finding that I was waking up in the middle of the night with my bones hurting, like my bones, not my joints, my bones. So I went and got the DEXA scan, and she said, oh my goodness, you're at high risk, for like your bones might shatter. And this is really weird because of your age. I was like much too young. So they wanted to give me, I forgot the name of it. I will put it right here. It's like a shot, and it has 1,000,000,005 side effects. And so again, I know modern medicine has its place without a shadow of a doubt. But if I could get a supplement and it does what it needs to do, I'm going to choose this first. And then if it doesn't work, then we look into something else. So I did a bunch of research. I watched a video. I will link it in my description if you want to watch it, because it was a wealth of information. It was a plethora of information that I can't tell you in this video. I don't want to derail. But this is a 2-pack. Here we go. Glass. It's expensive. $50 is expensive to me, but then $25 each. And I use it religiously. I started using it. I told my bone specialist doctor that I don't want to take the shot, and would she give me like a year to try something else. I did a bunch of research. I started taking this, and 1 year later, which was last January, I went to get another DEXA scan. That's the bone test. And my bones were not, she was very happy. She asked me what I was taking, and I had these in my purse to show her. So again, and it's something to cycle. So she saw them. She wrote them down because she wanted to mention them to a few of her patients that the shot wasn't working for. And I don't know. I want to keep on taking them. So I do 1 month on, 1 month off. And I believe, let's see, 1 month on, 1 month off, you get 120 of the morning ones for glass. You take 4 of these in the morning with your breakfast. And then at night, you take 3 of these. And yes, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's 7. Like, that's a lot compared to all the other supplements I take. But yeah, you don't want to play around with your bones, guys. Don't play around with your bones. If your bones hurt, don't just, let them hurt. Because as we get older, I have 2 grandmas that fell, they're both passed now. But I remember how traumatic that was when they fell. And then I had an aunt that also fell and her bone shattered. So I don't know if that's just something all women struggle with as they age, or hereditary, what have you. But yes, your health is important. All right, here's the box, guys. This is that iron came in a box, and I guess I just saved the box to show you. but it comes in a box. Okay. All right, this was something my friend gifted me. Me and my friend basically share skincare all the time, usually around birthdays, holidays, what have you. If we find a good product, we get it for each other. And this was one that she got for me, and it didn't break me out. It was very good. It was glass, Skin&Co, made in Italy serum truffle. I don't know where she got it. I would get it again, but I'm going through a whole bunch of skincare right now, but I would get this again. Beautiful amber container, definitely refillable. You don't want to throw that out. You could, oh no, well, the label, you'd have to put a different label. I just realized that the label can't be soaked off, but at least you could recycle this the proper way. And it's just a serum for your skin. It's a truffle serum for your skin. All right, hair growth, that's something else. This stuff works, guys. I was looking at some of my older videos and I'm noticing my hairline. I have a receding hairline because both of my parents have hair loss, and actually my father and my brother are bald. But anyways, this was just further back. I mean, I'm a fan of this. This is on Amazon, and the main ingredient is minoxidil topical solution, USP 2%, and the brand is Her. I'm pretty sure they have a him, and you put a few drops in the middle and the side twice a day. I'm already on my second one half full. I use it religiously. It's so easy to use. There's no odor really. Very slight medicinal, very slight, but I don't think enough to like make you, not want to use it. It doesn't smell floral or perfumey or anything like that. So hair regrowth treatment, and I gotta say it works only because while I don't have like my hairline all the way down to here, I just noticed while looking at my other videos from the past before I started using it, I see the difference. And a little thickness. I'm like, I feel like I have more hair, and when I do get my hair cut, the beautician usually tells me that, like, oh, what are you doing? So is it this? Is it that? But I am a fan of this. You get a pack of 2. All right. Next is Super C. This is one of my friends, my skincare friend. She also gave me this, and I would so purchase this again, but I'm too cheap. I think I did Google this one because I enjoyed it so much, but I think I'll have to put right here how much it was. I know they have sales and stuff like that, but it's Super C penetrating serum, and I felt like it was more powerful than any vitamin C that I've ever used. And I think I've used about 6 or 7 different vitamin C's. The texture on this one was particularly good. It almost reminded, okay, there's a little bit. It kind of, the texture reminds me of a, gosh, what do you put on before your makeup? Not setting spray, oh my gosh. I don't think there's silicones in it, but it almost feels like there's silicones. I don't think they would put silicones in Super C. Vibrance, where science meets skincare. I wish it wasn't gone. It feels really good on the skin. I almost feel like it filled in pores even. It did more than what was expected. I am working through a vitamin C by the Lancer right now, and I also have the ordinary vitamin C and Sicily vitamin C. So I can't justify going and spending money to repurchase this, but it is good, guys. Comment below if you've ever tried it. All right, Pawpaw, and this is just a rich emollient. I used it for my cuticles. It does say for lips, skin, hair, cuticles. I wouldn't recommend putting it in your hair. It's like a Vaseline, but stickier. So I wouldn't purchase that again. All right, another smells good, and this is the warm vanilla sugar. Again, these were on sale. I feel like they were $1 or $2 when I got the sale. I wouldn't get it again. I just think vanilla is been there, done that, and just it's just very plain. It smells really good, and they usually say that if you are looking for a fragrant for a first date or date night with your husband and whatnot, wear vanilla because it's supposed to, but I don't know. It smells a little manly to me. I don't know. Okay. Setting spray. I love this iconic setting spray. I believe this one came from Reformation, but I believe they also have it at Target. It has a little, so I really like this one, and I will rebuy it again, but I'm working my way through a different one. But this one, if you could see, I saved a tiny, tiny bit where you could see the colors, almost like the color of my sweater. It's a pale pink, and it has a little bit of iridescent shine, a little glistening of shine, and that light, that just like leaves a little speckle of, not glitter and not like shine where you look greasy, but it's a glistening where the light bouncing. I have two box lights in front of me. I don't have it on today. I don't know why I'm like, oh, can you see it? You know, but I do have a different one on, but this one is really good because it sets your makeup and it leaves a little bit of sheen when the natural light outside hits your face. It just looks almost like you have a filter on your face outside, and who doesn't want that? And yes, I would buy it again. All right, there's the shampoo that matches that conditioner, Herbal Essence. All right, when was the last time you used up a nail polish? When was the last time you used up a nail polish? I have 2 backups. I went to eBay and I brought 3. So if you are someone who doesn't like to paint their nails, who prefers a bare nail even, I would say, give this static nail. I can't see anyone not liking this. No one. I can't see anyone not liking it. I've been wearing nail polish for over 40 years. I always generally have my nails done. If they don't look like they're done, that's because I have this on. It leaves almost like I want to say top coat, but I'm not going to because it has skincare ingredients in it. And that's what makes static, I would say, the best nail polish. I know OPI stays on the best. And for pedicures, yes, I want OPI. But for my fingernails, I definitely want static if that's an option. And if I want to have nails that are going to last, grow out without seeing a difference, not a goopy job like I've done with this Pure Ice one, then yes, static is the way to go. But the color is this color. I have other colors and I don't like them as much. So this is Healthy Glow. Your nails, but better. That is what this reminds me of. And it's the first time in a very long time that I went through a whole nail polish and then proceeded to go and buy 3 others. And the other one is here, and I just started January 1st. So this is something I like to do twice a week. In fact, this is bothering me so much because I didn't do a good job because I was rushing. But this, I got to do a full video on it. I am such a fan of one and done, your nails but better. So it makes your nails, it gives them a shine. There's skincare in it as well, so it's actually good for the nail bed and the cuticles. It dries quick, and you can't see when your nail grows out. And it just looks pretty. It looks very, very pretty. Look it up, guys. All right, we're getting down there. We're getting down there, guys. I have one little bag, and it might be makeup, so let's just get the rest. But wait, there's one more Bath & Body Works. Okay, so this was an utter fail. I did use it all, but I used it as room spray. So this is Vampire Blood by Bath & Body Works. It smells very rich. It smells intoxicating. I love the smell a lot, but it was a light red color. You know, Vampire Blood, it came out for Halloween. It smells like a chocolate-covered strawberry. That's what it reminds me of. But it's red. And I saw that it was pink, like a light pinkish red color when I got it. And I had a white blouse on, and I don't know what I wasn't thinking. I had the white blouse on. Not only that, if you put it right on your skin, it's colored. Like, who wants their perfume to have a color? But I get that it was part of the branding being Vampire Blood. But I used it as a room spray. Like, I don't have white sheets or anything, but I used it in my bedroom as a room spray because it just smells really, really good. All right, next, again, I do have a backup. These are very expensive. This is the mini, and even the mini I think is like $15. But this is Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Multi-Recovery Complex. It's a really good consistency, and I always felt like when I use this before bed on top of my Retin-A and moisturizer, I wake up and my skin's just a tiny bit more glowy, not greasy, glowy than it was without using it. And this is my third one. I get a lot of makeup, grab bag, mystery type of deals with skincare. If I don't get it at Marshall's, occasionally Sephora and Ulta, but no, not really. I go to Poshmark and I do mystery beauty box or a beauty lot, huge makeup lot, huge skincare lot. That's what I'm putting in, trying to find the good deals. And I try to find a $20 deal. So when people get makeup of the month, skincare of the month, FabFitFun, all of the ones, I mean, everybody does those. CVS, I think, does it. Walmart has their one, Amazon. And I think what people do is because I'm trying to figure out why can you get skincare that costs so much money at Ulta and Sephora? How could you get it for so cheap on the secondhand market? And it's new product. It's not like half used or whatever. But I think that the girls and women that get those monthly, subscriptions, they take out what they're going to use and then they resell what they're not going to use because it's always like a grab bag. You don't really know what you're getting month to month. And that's the only thing I can think of, unless they're influencers getting free stuff sent to them, maybe. I don't know. But I tend to find those about maybe 3 to 4 times a year, and I love it because I get a big box, a 12 by 12 box usually, for $20. Yes, I spend $10 shipping, so for $30, getting a big box of fresh skincare, many times it's travel size, like that Estee Lauder one, which I'm fine by, because even that small Estee Lauder one, if you were going to get it at the counter of like Sephora or Ulta, where they have the small little ones, it's still $15. So I love that I can get a big try me, you know, and then we could talk about it and whatnot for a very reasonable price. Like if I went into Ulta or Sephora and brought one item, it would be the cost of like when I get a whole big box. So if you are a frugal girl like me, go on Poshmark, eBay, whatever, you know, Depop, Mercari, wherever you like to shop, and do either beauty box, makeup lot, skincare lot, bundle, beauty items, you know, anything. Use your descriptive words and type in, and then I sometimes either do lowest price first or just in to find the best deals. Look what I got, another one. I got another one. So I went through 2, and I got some high absorbent magnesium. I've tried other magnesiums. This is the only one that helps me to sleep. So it's just magnesium. We all know about magnesium. And again, with this supplement, there's many different types of magnesium. So this one I find works the best for me. You might be different, but if you are interested in Doctor's Best, I like them they're solid. I've tried many different types of supplements by that brand, and I really like them. Link in the description for that. Vitamin D3 and K2. This is what I take each morning, every morning, once a day. It's just 1 pill a day with that vitamin C, 1 pill a day. And yeah, it's just a combo. And how many milligrams? Let's see. There is 5,000 IUs. 5,000 IUs. All right. Another mushroom gummy. Tatcha water cream. Oh my gosh, I don't want to spend too much time, but don't waste your money, guys. I wanted this product for years since it came out. I remember just like, you know, just buy it, just buy it. It's the 50 mil 1.7. I'll put how much it retails for here. This was in one of those beauty skincare boxes that I got for $20, and I was tickled pink. So I used it. It smells heavenly. It smells like you just went into a spa. Earthy, but in the best way possible. Just like aromatherapy. It smells good. The packaging, like that Tiffany green. I mean, it really, it's their marketing team. Yes, kudos. You even get the little spatula, which I'm definitely going to recycle to scoop it out. It's lightweight hydration. It's pore refining. Oh, it's wild rose, it says. Now, I love it, but I just didn't think it was life-changing. What I do think is life-changing, which is twice the cost, unfortunately, of this already pricey product, is Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I've been through about 4 of them since that came out. I know it's been out, I don't know when it came out. I'll put it here if I could find it. But it's very expensive. Like I went to Sephora to window shop last week, and the large one, I think it was like $150, guys. So, yeah, Charlotte Tilbury, I know it's top tier. I actually find it better than like Dior and Chanel, Givenchy, because I have a few of those products high end, and I always come back to that Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. But, yeah, it wasn't life-changing. It wasn't life-changing. So this as well, this is the 3rd one that I've been, and this is just, I've been through 3 of these, and this is L'Oreal Dream Lengths No Haircut Cream Leave-In. And it has castor oil in it. I would repurchase this instead of just going and putting castor oil in my hair next time, because of the consistency is a really nice consistency. Gosh, it smells dreamy too. It smells a little fruity and fresh, and I like this too. Right before bed, I like to use a hair product that's going to be nourishing to my hair while I'm sleeping, and I like to take turns with this and the Living Proof 24-hour hydration nightcap. Also smells heavenly. I like them both equally. This is about, I'll have to put right here how much it costs. And then the Living Proof one that I'm still working through, that'll probably be in my next empties, because I'm going to finish it up before I use this, before I read again. You wake up and your hair, if you struggle with frizziness, they say you could tell if your hair is healthy if you can't see through it. If you can't see through it. And I feel like at our age, we could all see through it, but you want to, specifically the ends. If you could see through the ends, then that's what you need to. Another one, guys. Another one. I had 2 of them. I think I had one in the kitchen and one in my bathroom, and I was just using them at the same time each day, but they're both gone. And look at that, guys. Look at that. Is that the last thing? Oh, Nope, I have 3 more. I have 3 more things down there. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think we all know about Lumify by now, and I try not to use it every day. However, that said, I will show you my eyes. Did I use it today? I don't think I used it today. I don't don't need to show you my eyes. But it works. It takes the redness out of your eye, but it's not like for bloodshot eye. It's for those little veins that if you want a whiter area where your white is, where your white on your eye is, it just, I don't know what it does to the veins. I guess it shrinks them, but it's temporary and it lasts about 3 to 6 hours depending on who you are. But I like to use this on days that I film. I didn't use it today. It's expensive. This tiny little thing is $19.99. I think that's absurd. And I asked my obstetrician and he said the same thing. That's absurd. When I first started going to my eye doctor, he was giving away for free. But this is $19.99 at Walmart. I'll have to check Amazon. This is the 7.5 mil. Gosh, that's just a tiny bit. Granted, you only need 1 drop in each eye. And everything that I've seen on YouTube says to not use it every day because your eyes could become dependent on it and like dry and bloodshot. And I don't know. My eye doctor said it's fine to use every day as long as you're using 1 drop a day. I don't use it every day because it's expensive. What if it wasn't? Last 2 items, guys, and then we are done. It's a long one. It's gonna be a long editing. All right, so this is Revitalash. I think I have a short up already on this. This is the brow one. I got a twofer when the Nordstrom had a sale, and it was very, very cheap. I forgot how cheap, but it was very, very inexpensive. It's very expensive when it's not on sale, and when I say very expensive, it's $100, guys. That's absurd. Does it work? Yes. I, on the weekly, trim my eyebrows. Do I wish my eyebrows were full? Yes, of course I do. But back in the 90s when Pamela Anderson had those little thin ones, we were all plucking like crazy. So I don't have the thickest eyebrows at all, but I have twice as many as I had 10 years ago. And I definitely attribute it to this. So this was the eyebrow one. I'm using the eyelash one right now on my eyebrows and my lashes. I think it's the same ingredients. I think it's just a marketing thing of like, get one for your brows, get one for your lashes, you know, spend $200. This is Revitalash Cosmetics, and it's for brows, eyebrow conditioner. Now, I do like that spoolie, or not spoolie, doe foot applicator. I love that. Look at that. I was using it. I guess my hair dye was still on my eyebrows. But yeah, it's easier where I will put a picture of the one I'm using now, which is the same brand, but it's just for your lashes, so it has the paintbrush. But I use it for my brows as well, and I notice if I stop using this, they stop growing. Right now, when I curl my eyelashes, they exceed the level of the eyelash curler. It's usually just a little indicator of whether they're growing or not, because normally when I curl my eyelashes, they don't exceed, they don't even reach the top of the metal. They're about halfway. And just a month, 2 months total of using that, they grow pretty quick. Like when I wake up in the morning, I almost feel like it's little spider legs. Mascara goes on beautifully. I'm a fan. Lastly, I have another eyebrow, and this is just Benefit Brow, and this is a light brown, which I used to use a soft brown on my eyebrow. Now I use black, and I do have auburn hair. I like that contrast. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I go for NYX right now, and it's that glue. It's black glue for your eyebrows. I have the clear and I have the black, and I like that stuff. A lot of people don't even like that. That is all I have for you guys. Oh my goodness, a long one. So comment below if you've ever tried any of these products. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I appreciate all of you guys, and thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good one. Bye-bye.